Gary. Listen, how do you think you and Jack in your prime would match up against Rory and Tiger in theirs?
I would love to play against Rory and Tiger Woods, and I know Jack would love that as well. If we could use a driver like they do now that hits the ball 50 yards further and no spike marks. Think about what I'm saying. No spike marks on the greens. When we played, there were at least 200 spike marks on every green we played. Every green. Bunkers are with a machine today, all the same. We did with rakes. When I first started, we raked with our feet. There were no rakes. Now the guys fly in jets to the British Open. You know that Ernie Els could have finished the tournament at St Andrews yesterday if he wanted to. I don't know what he did. He could have finished because he was playing reasonably early. If he got in his jet by 6 o'clock, he could be back in his bed in Orlando at 11 o'clock that night asleep. When we played, you couldn't do that. When Ben Hogan played, he won 3 of the 4 majors, would have been the first man to ever win the Grand Slam in 1 year. He played on the British Open. He couldn't get back in time for the PGA. He had to come back by boat, or he just couldn't do it. So, yes, $1 million first prize. Never, gee, they make more money in 2 weeks than we made in our lifetime. Money wasn't the criteria. We wanted to be the best. It wasn't a matter of money. I mean, there's a guy, Tim Clark from South Africa. I think he won more money. I think he's won 2 tournaments on the US Tour. I think he's won more money than Arnold, Jack, and I put together. And we must have won 56 major championships, senior and regular, and over 300 tournaments total between us. But it's not the money. And so we have an obligation. Once you are a champion, once you are in a position, you don't even have to be a champion. Once you're in a position to help your fellow man to do something better, there should be an obligation. But this has got to start in the schools. It's got to start in the schools, this high standard of education, speaking other languages, having manners, striving to get this high education. If I'm not mistaken, for every engineer America produces, there are probably 50 in China. Think about that.
So who would win?
Well, I'm going to pick for the right team, Jack and I.
There you go.
But you know who was the best that ever lived? The best striker of a golf ball that ever lived, the 2 best I ever saw, and I've seen them all, was Ben Hogan. I've never seen a man play golf like Hogan. And he played with junk. And Sam Snead.